Coming up, I think, is one of the most beautiful overlooks in Greene County in the mountains. Curious to see how it looks in this weather. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what it's all about right there, guys. You don't get that by sitting on your couch eating tater chips. Get out in the woods and do something.
The further I went, the more it stopped feeling like I was riding through the mountain and started feeling like I was part of it. The rain still falling, cold settling in deeper, fog hanging low just enough to close everything in. And none of it felt out of place. Not the road, not the weather, not even me. It all just fit. I hadn't planned on going this far. Truth is, I still hadn't made up my mind if I was going to keep riding or head back. That decision was still out there somewhere. But it didn't feel urgent anymore. Because the further I went, the more I realized I wasn't trying to figure anything out. I was just in it, fully immersed in it. And there's something different about that. When you stop looking at everything like it's something to get through, and just accept it for what it is. The road through Hurricane Gap didn't stand out on paper. It's not something you'd point to and say, that's a ride. But in those conditions, it carried weight. Cold like that, rain that doesn't let up, it slows everything down. Not just the bike, you. You start paying attention to things normally you wouldn't. How your hands feel on the grips, how your fingers aren't moving the way they should anymore, how the cold isn't just uncomfortable, it's settling in. Your boots have been wet long enough that it's not even worth thinking about anymore. That's just how it is now. And there's a point where you recognize this isn't just uncomfortable. This is something you have to respect. Because the whole time, that thought was there. If something goes wrong out here, it's just you. No cell service, no one coming through, no quick way out. Cold like this, rain like this, you don't get much time to figure it out. Hypothermia doesn't wait on you. It just shows up. And I knew that. Every mile. But it didn't push me away from it. If anything, it made me lean into it more. Because it made it real. There was nothing artificial about that moment. Nothing controlled. Nothing set up to make it comfortable. It was just the mountain. Exactly how it is. And I was fully immersed in it. That's something we don't get much of anymore. Everything's filtered. Everything's adjusted. Everything's made easier. But not out there. Out there it doesn't change for you. You either adjust to it, or you don't belong there. And for whatever reason, that didn't feel harsh. It felt right. Like I was exactly where I was supposed to be. There was a point where I realized I wasn't riding through the rain anymore. I wasn't waiting on it to stop. I wasn't trying to outlast it. I had accepted it. And once I did that, it wasn't something in the way. It was part of the experience. The cold, the rain, the fog, all of it. And I think that's where something shifted. Not in a dramatic way. Not all at once. Just enough to notice it. Because I was still choosing it. Every mile. I could have turned back. I could have called it. Nobody would have blamed me. But I didn't want to. Because at that point, it didn't feel like something I was pushing through anymore. It felt like something I was meant to be in. And that's hard to explain, unless you've been there. From the outside, it looks miserable. Cold, wet, alone. But from the inside, it felt clear. Like everything unnecessary had been stripped away. No noise, no distractions, no expectations. Just what was in front of me. And what was going on inside me. And in that, there was something deeper. Something I wasn't looking for, but couldn't ignore. There's a presence to it. Not loud, not overwhelming, just steady. Like the mountain doesn't need anything from you. It doesn't care if you're there. It just exists. And being fully immersed in something like that, you can't help but recognize something bigger than you. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Psalm 19:1. Not in perfect weather, not when everything's easy, but right there, in the cold, in the rain, in something that doesn't need you to understand it. And that's what stood out the most. It didn't need to be explained. It just was. And for the first time that day, I wasn't trying to figure anything out. I wasn't trying to make sense of it. I was just there, fully in it. The road kept going. The temperature kept dropping. Everything about the conditions kept saying the same thing. You've had enough. But I kept going. Because at that point, it wasn't about comfort. It was about presence. And I had a feeling there was something in that I wasn't going to find anywhere else. And the more I rode, the more I realized something. It's one thing to find something like this out here. It's another thing entirely to hold on to it when you leave. Because eventually, you come back down. You go back to noise, back to normal life. And I had a feeling that was going to be the real test. If you've been riding along with me, I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in part 5.